What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Reacted. Tonight we're on episode 2 of Fate Zero. What happened last time? Blah blah blah. Real quick, before we even get in there, hold your horses. Wait 1 second. Before you jump in, you know, the Pip situation. So, I've gotten 1 episode up. We got episode 1 up, and I was actually really happy with the quality of the getting past copyright. Right. So the strat is roughly as follows. Pip is going to be on Patreon at the $1 tier, which is the only tier. And then, but I don't think people are really going to need it that much, which is why I'm comfortable doing that. Because guess what? I'm getting almost full opacity, full audio on most of the show. At least that's what happened for episode 1. So we're kind of goated in that regard. OPED, I think, was the only thing I had to cut. And so it's that's so fine. You know what I mean? So the episode 1 Pip is up there already for free, but the other ones are probably going to be at the $1 tier. So that's just letting you know the situation there on record. But more important than that, more important than any of that, Fate Zero. Yeah, we watched episode 1. It was good. It was mostly a bunch of exposition, but that's okay. I feel pretty solid on my notes. I do know all 7 of the summoners. Well, I know 6 of the summoners, but I know there's a 7th one that we don't know yet. And I know that we don't know him because he's in the ED, or the OP, and Homeboy's got red hair, if I remember correctly, right? But I got the names of everybody else, and all that kind of stuff, so that should be good. The strat here is the road plan, the roadmap for this video is comments, maybe 5 seconds to scroll through, new episode, talk about it, okay? But before we get into any of that, I just need to show you this video real quick because this is perhaps the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And this is basically proof that Waver is my goat. All right, anyways, 3, 2, 1, bang. Just watch this. Just watch this with me, okay? Yeah! Waver! Yeah! You know what I'm saying? He's my goat. He's the winner. He's the guy. I'm already there. I'm already on this guy's side to the end of the story, bro. Yeah, dude, I love Waver, bro. This stupid guy it's so over for him. It's so over for him, but I love this guy, bro. I've been thinking about Waver. That's what I've been thinking about all week. I didn't think about another character for even 5 seconds. It's all been Waver in my head, okay? You want to know my read on Waver? Homeboy's got a chip on his shoulder, something to prove. He's going to have a great fight with Archibald at some point. Loki might lose it or Loki might win it, but it's all going to be all about proving himself. And he's also a psychopath because he mind controls grannies. What is there not to love? Mind controlling grannies, psychopath, something to prove, genius student. Oh my goodness. I love that. I just hit you. I'm sorry. But yeah, let's look at some comments. So the comments, I didn't read all of them because spoilers were risky, right? New episode, new series, a bunch of new people. Welcome, Fate fans. Spoilers are risky, but I did get some of them sent to me. So I have a couple groups of verified spoiler-free comments. So let me just boom get those up. So first, so I'm gonna just grab a few, or I grabbed a few of them. I'm gonna read through a couple of them, respond real quick. Do we already have a watch order for Fate, or will the next show be open for discussion once Phase Zero ends? Next show will be open for discussion. We don't have a plan. Our watch order for Fate currently is watch Fate Zero, and then we're also watching Garden of Sinners, which I know is separate, but it's Nasuverse. Otherwise, that's all we got, dog. We are floating. He countered my Abraham Lincoln with Wilkes Booth. This is unironically exactly how it works. I love that. I absolutely love that. Which it goes to show, it's something that another comment kind of talks about. This one, where the strategic, this is a really good example, right? Where it's the advantage of keeping secret what heroic spirit you have, because if you know the myth or you know the story, then you probably know the downfall, right? And the perfect example is oh, I'm fighting a saber dude. Oh, this guy's really tough. All right. Well, is there a spear one actually? Because Achilles usually uses what is Achilles' weapon of choice? Isn't it a spear? Okay, I'm getting a bit lost in the sauce right now. Either way, though, if my heroic champion is Achilles, I don't want anybody to know it's Achilles, or else they're gonna start jabbing him in the foot, and that's just, or the heel, right? And that's just not fair, man. So that, I think, you know what I mean? So it's you don't want, or I think a really good example would be I don't know, if your heroic spirit dude drowned to death, you don't want people to know that, or else they're gonna start summoning water on your ass. You know what I mean? It really is just, that's exactly the situation. A little confused about this last message here at the bottom. Imagine being born in the Mato or Toe Sucka family. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the toe suckers. Were the toe suckers important? I know you're trolling, but like, are you? That's the thing, bro. I just got here. I don't know if the toe suckers are legit. All right. Anyways, but yeah, and then some commentary on like the watch order type stuff. But the Achilles example made a lot of sense to me, so I liked that. This I thought was cool. It's mentioned that mages' families passed on their life's work and potential, blah blah blah. However, only one child in the family can inherit the family crest, as trying to divide it would dilute it. As such, when a family has more than one child with great talent in magic, infighting is inevitable. And that it makes, and then there's some Garden of Sinners reference here. You know what's crazy about this? That could be a very large reason as to why, what's her name? Sorry, get ready for me forgetting names, because that's going to be this entire show for a little while. Sakura, the bug girl, that was given to the Matao family from the Tosaka family. Yeah, I mean, if they got Rin and they got Sakura, they got the two sisters, you know? So it's like, well, I'm only keeping one of these Like if dividing the family crest would dilute it, then it's like, I don't need two kids if they're both good at magic. Oh, the Mateo family, they want a mage? You can just have one of them. That's fine. Like, that would give us even more reason as to why that transaction happened, and why that would have maybe been somewhat okay by the Tosaka family, and why then we got somebody that isn't into magic, freaking Korea or whatever, the guy that went and tried to and became the bug summoner dude, right? Then we have someone like him who's out, like he didn't want to mess with any of the summoner stuff, which is why he wouldn't care about like, he would be like, I don't give a shit about the dilution of the family bloodline crest, all right? I just care about this girl, you know? So that gives a lot of sense as to why he would find that so problematic, whereas the family would probably like be more okay with it. I don't know exactly. I'm assuming that those ideas work together. Family crest. I'm not exactly sure what crest means. I'm just assuming, like, you know what I mean? Like, is the crest something? What I mean, like, I know what crest means, but the question I have, I suppose, would be like, is crest something more literal, or like more? Is there some sort of like magical tangibility to the family crest, or you know what I mean? Like, does it have some other layer that interplays with this family or with this system? Because I would kind of think as long as you stayed pure blood, that the two kids would be equal, you know, where it's like, yeah, if I got a super OP bloodline and I have one kid, that's cool, but what if I have 10 kids? Like, wouldn't that just be like 10 times as OP? But this kind of makes me think that something to do with the family crest, right, would dilute that if it was spread, so you would want to like lock it in. So I don't know, something there. But another one, this is pretty much just saying like, you should probably like feel free to research some of the original myths and stuff that some of the heroes are like associated with. I'm down. I'll totally do that. I'm bet, you know? Man, I wonder if Saber, who is Saber? What is her myth, man? Is she a myth? Is she a myth in, like, our world? Because, like, somebody else, I think, says, or maybe, I don't remember where, but, oh, yeah, here, right? As far as the whole, I thought her name was Saber, but Saber is a class thing, right? I don't know what her actual name is, other than she's being referred to as Saber, so I'd be kind of curious about that. But then otherwise, like, the Hassan clan is like an actual thing, which is cool. I'll probably, once we get a couple more of them, because right now all we really have is Hassan for the assassin dude. I mean, I don't think I have a single other one of these guys' names of the summoned, right? I mean, Arthur Pendragon, or I think, wait, somebody was name mentioned, the person that Saber when Saber showed up instead of the other guy. I think it was it King Arthur? That was the idea, right? It was King Arthur, I think. Is Arthur Pendragon King Arthur? I'm looking it up. Anyways, King Arthur name. Yeah, isn't it Pendragon? Maybe Uther Pendragon is Arthur's father. So yeah. Arthur Uther Pendragon. Okay, yeah. So I was thinking, yeah, King Arthur. I was right on that. So yeah, like, anyways, as we get more names, I'll probably look into that, though I could look into the Hassan now. I'll do that later, though. Anyways, last comment is just Garden of Sinners type reference. This makes a lot of sense to me. I agree with it. Basically, Pog. Just the, what I found interesting about this is to imagine, like, the summoning of the Holy Grail itself is really interesting because it was like, what, the 3 founding families came together to try to summon it, and now it's like this summoned event. It's like an event. It's become this event that repeats. So it's like rather than some sort of natural force, though it is a natural force because it was summoned, not created, right? It's not that the Holy Grail was created by the 3 three founding families is that it was summoned, which means it was brought. I would assume, you know, assuming there's no translation kind of crazy stuff there. But you know, it was brought here, and then now it's this repeating event, but it's not like a natural disaster or something that repeats. It's not like a natural thing because there were the families that came together. So it's like, it makes me think that this, in the same way, and I'm being vague with the Garden of Sinner stuff because I don't want to spoil, but in the same way the Garden of Sinner situation was kind of complicated and weird, right? And it was like a ritual of some sort. The Holy Grail War is, I totally agree, should actually be seen as a great ritual. Yeah, that totally makes sense to me. It's just, it's so interesting that how I believe that the Holy Grail was summoned, and then it's like this big fight over it over and over could be part of this ritual. You know what I mean? Like, who's to say that? I mean, it was summoned first, and then the three families fought about it. But what if it's repetition of coming back over and over? Like, is that the remnant of the original summoning that it causes it to repeat? Or is it being brought back and back and back and back by these mages, perhaps through the fight they have or something, right? Who's to say? We're really new on the subject, so I don't really have much to say on that. But I just thought that was kind of an interesting idea that perhaps, like, the ritual, if we see it as a ritual, then it's like, what is making it come back over and over? Is that from the original ritual, or is it from something new? Waver, you're my goat. Anyways, bro, can we just talk about Waver some more? Oh my goodness. I love this guy. He's literally the best character without question. I love him so much. He's already my favorite. I love when I have a favorite character so I can just lock in on them and get excited. You know what I mean? It's the perfect stage for me. Bro, you're not making it. You're gonna make it, trust. That's the thing. I don't have very much faith in the guy, but that's only because we have the drum. Like, I feel like he's kind of a meme, bro. He's just like, to me, I mean, he kind of says it himself, that it's like, this is like, the summoner situation is so perfect for, like, ability, right? That, like, my bloodline being kind of crappy doesn't matter. It's just pure, like, cleverness and, like, all these other traits, right? But, like, and I think those things can get you really, really far, but I don't think that he as an underdog, is, like, strong enough to actually win. I think his underdog spirit, because you don't have to have the underdog win for the message to come across. You don't need him to win the Holy Grail War in order to prove himself as a great mage despite a weak bloodline, and prove that weak bloodlines can still equal great mages. You don't have to win to do that. You just have to prove yourself as good, right? If he beats Archibald, the freaking professor dude, then he's done that. Then his arc is kind of over, right? If he beats that guy, because then it's like, well, look at me, you can't doubt me anymore, and like everything you said, that's his motivation, you know. And that's why the Holy Grail War is a means to the end of proving himself. That's my understanding of his character, which means that he doesn't have to succeed in the Holy Grail War, because if he proves himself, then the Holy Grail War doesn't mean anything anymore, right? I'm sure he would love a wish, you know, not to say that he wouldn't still, you know, go for it if he could, but like thematically he would lose his gusto, right? That's my read of him currently. Though we've had like 10 minutes with the guy and he's already my goat. Like, is that him in the freaking, bro? Is that him in where was that plane shot? Was that Waver, bro? Waver's an economy. He's in the back of the plane like everybody else. He a man of the commons, okay? Look how lucky he took this guy, dude. He's in the middle seat when the two seats on either side of him are empty. Bro, get to the window seat. You don't want to look out the window. This guy, what is wrong with him? I love this goober. But yeah, I'm kind of good to just jump into it. I've had my waiver ramble. I'm curious. Oh, I know this is people said this was a prequel, right? So that's probably why Rin is a child, because in the thing that this is a prequel to, Rin is probably an adult. Cool. And then Illa Prima, where did you go? Illa Prima, oh, where did you go? Am I gonna analyze the OP? Nah, we'll just watch it. Let's just watch episode 2. Fake start. I'm actually excited. Dude, there's nothing like false start. Sorry, that's the name of this episode. There's nothing like starting a new show. And I love it when I'm already attached to someone, because that gives me something to work with, man. So many shows, I just watch a few episodes and I'm like, I don't give a shit about anyone here. Like, these people, I could watch their heads get cut off and it'd be like, okay, new characters, thank goodness. You know what I mean? But this is like, if I saw Waver's head get chopped off, I would be so disappointed. I'd be so disappointed because I'd be like, no, I wanted you to last longer. You know what I mean? Who else am I? Is there anyone else I'm like freaking pogging for? Bug Guy's aight, but he's just screwed. He's too early game. I don't think he's making it. And it's a little like, my thing with Bug Guy is Korea, right? Karina. Wait. Is that the Karina and Korea? Is that the spooky grandfather guy and then the dude? Whatever. We'll get it cleared. The Mattel family and then Korea. That's how I remember them. The thing with Korea is like, I don't know. It's like I fell in love with Waver a little bit already, but I think it was natural, right? It didn't want me to fall in love with him. It just happened because I liked his personality. The thing with the bug situation, right? Homegirl just being like, oh, I'm being covered in insects. They're crawling all over me. It's horrible, right? And then he's like, I will save you. It's like, well, obviously I'm gonna care. Right? And that doesn't hit me as hard. If it wants me to care, if it wants me to be like, this is my goat, then it loses a little bit, right? I like lose a little bit of immersion, you know what I mean? Whereas Waver, it's like, they don't want me to care about Waver that much, I don't think. Or like in comparison to like, obviously they want you to care about the characters, but like in comparison to Bugs guy, self-sacrifice, good guy, he's doing it for the kids, it's like, that's a little, that's kind of obviously I'm gonna like that, but Waver is just kind of personality and gusto, and that I find like more natural or something, so that's why I've attached to Waver so much, though I do like Bug Guy. I mean, where else can, his arc is, it's like, his arc is about his destruction, you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Archibald, you're literally just an enemy for Waver to stomp on and then, like, do a Fortnite dance on top of. Because Waver knows how to play Fortnite, bro. He's cracking 180s or 270s or... I don't know the Fortnite terminology. I'm sorry, I don't play Fortnite. Anyways. And then we have, like, the Emiya guy who... I mean, I ain't got much to say on him. I don't really know what his ideals are, though. I know he's willing to do evil stuff for them. Like, I want to make the world a better place. Yeah, no, Dip, get in the back of the line. The Kirei guy, the guy with Hassan, don't really have much to say on him. The dad, don't have really much to say on him. The unknown 7th summoner, I don't know who he is. Don't much have to say on him. Let's just jump into it, man. Let's just jump into it, alright? Episode 2, Fate Zero, should be exciting. 25 minutes, should be exciting. Let me get a sip real quick. I know I've, like, fake started 3 times now, but we gotta be jaffinated for this one, alright? I'll let you have the first sip, alright? Fresh on the caffeine. My turn. Indirect kiss. I won't tell. But yeah, let's jump into it. Should be exciting. Let's get going in a 3, a 2, a 1. Bang. Timer bottom left if you're feeling that. I'm not muted or anything. Okay, it's just quiet. Hopefully the subtitles are on. Waver, are you spying on someone? God. Yo, it's Waver's summon. What's good with you, Ryder?
Ryder?
Oh shoot, the dub's playing. I clutched this.
What the hell? What do you think you're doing, breaking the shutter open like that?
I kinda like his voice though. Okay, I fixed it. Sorry. I kinda like his dub voice, I'm not gonna lie. I kinda like his dub voice. I kind of like Waver's dub. Okay, sorry. Okay. King of Conquerors. I'm a raider, I'm not a thief. Yo, Waver, can we, like, be nice to your guy? Did you not want Ryder? Bro's upset. He got the wrong gacha pull and he's upset. Waver, it's okay, bro. You know how to make use of your assets, alright? Resist. I almost made a crazy joke. I'm glad I resisted. Good on me. Something about him being good in the bedroom. Alright, I'm sorry. It had to come out, but that's okay. My black heart cuts to homeboy there. That's pretty fitting, I think. Ooh, cuts to you? That's curious. Him and Ryder do not get along. Did you see the way he, like, batted him off? Like, be nice to him. Waver, I need you to, like, I need to love you, alright? I've chosen you as my love. Is she... I wonder if she's like Joan of Arc or something. That's the only female knight hero I'm aware of. I'm not super well read with a bunch of different myths, you know? Fire mage. We know quite a lot. We know he's a fire mage, Wait, so what happens if I just, like, unload an entire SMG clip into Ryder's, like, mouth? Like, he tank that? Probably, right? I assume there's a big gap between spirit defense and, like, gun attack. We'll see, though. Bro looks like a heroin addict in the streets. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's literally a drug thing, bro. Him with the bugs is literally like a drug situation. I love how this episode is starting with Waver. I'm so excited. Okay. The Odyssey? Homer? Homer's the Odyssey? Is that what that was? He's studying myths. That is so smart. That is actually really smart. That's the perfect thing to do. Pull out a map. Waver. Aww. He's like, oh shit. Out of the territories land. Yeah, show him. Yeah, there we go. That means there's more to conquer now, bro. Let's conquer it all. Are we in Japan? I don't know. I actually don't know. I assume we're in Japan. Yeah, it's Japan. No, we gotta do the thing here, bro. We can't just... We're two people, bro. Macedonia can wait. Macedonia can wait. We got bigger things to conquer. You ever heard of a Holy Grail? Let's do it, brother. Exactly. Glad we're in agreement. What is that? Please say that. Oh, what will you do with it? Okay, he's aware of the Grail. Damn, you want to be the Lord? That's beneath me. Say it. What do you want? Dang. That's what I was saying. It's a means to an end. Like that end can be accomplished. Good punch. Good punch. Dang, he got cake. Sorry. Personality conflicts. We gotta sort this out. This is okay. This is totally fun. We recover from these. Become someone worthy of revering. Pick you up like a stray cat. Wow. He called you a manlet. You gonna take that, Waver? He put him on the curb! Oh! Waver. His inferiority complex is going crazy. It's Kandar. I don't know him. I'm researching the hell out of him after this episode. Oh. That would be such a waste. What happens if you use all three? That's why you want them to be on your side. That's why Saber's gonna be really good, because I think her and Homeboy are on the same side, right? These two, Waver, you gotta lock in with Ryder. Dude, this is about to be crazy. Let's jump someone. Some random person on the streets. Get him! Imagine. Yeah! It's Kandar. Okay. Did it? Bro, cut the power off? Okay. Oh, he summoned a thunder. Oh, it's his chariot. Sick. Okay, so you're attached to Zeus type shit. Go find me another 1 or 2 heroic spirits and I'm gonna have fun with the map. Waver, don't. Oh, it's so over for my guy, bro. Prima, look, why are you in my show? Sorry. She looks like a gumdrop in that outfit. Doesn't she look like a gumdrop? Like a purple, like. I don't know what to do with it. I'm just gonna throw it over there. Yes. Oh, nice. Bro, don't flex on the child. Ilia. It being similar doesn't make it the same, my guy. Call him out on that logical error. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Karitsa Ogu. Oh, you're the dad. Okay, did not realize. Imagine being the person that has to freaking design clothing for rich children. Like, this thing is not fitting anyone except this exact age group. You know what I mean? Oh, Saber in her fit. Oh. Okay, I just put it together in my head. The dad relationship. For some reason, I didn't think the baby at the very start was Illa, but it is, so we're good now. So yeah, we're good now. We're good now. I gotta correct that in my notes. What happened during this? Mulan? Already you Mulan? That's the only like female to male, but like you don't look like a Mulan. I'm used to Mulan with black hair. Your legend, King Arthur's legend. So are you King Arthur, but it was really a Queen Arthur? Okay, so she was King Arthur. Alright. I thought they like accidentally summoned the wrong one more so, but this makes more sense. When I drew the sword from the stone. Okay, yeah. So you are King Arthur. That's actually good. Her myth then is a lie to her reality, which means that no one's gonna expect the King Arthur myth to map onto her. That makes her stronger. She'll be holding Excalibur and no one will know it's Excalibur, right? Well, I think. I don't remember if the sword was Excalibur. I'll have to check again. He's goated.
聖杯の力によって世界を救済した。
From what?
それがあなたとキリツグの願いでしたね。ええ、私のはあの人の受け売りでしかないけれど。私が聖杯に託す願いも。
Okay, good. See, this is what Waver lacks, bro.
この手で守りきれなかったブリテンを。私は何
Waver lacks this. And this is gonna be the biggest problem. Seeing your servant as a tool is like the worst way to see your servant. I already know. You'll never have this spirit, you know? Spirit buff is OP. Alright, let me put Illa's. I'm afraid. I'll just do it after the episode. I don't want to miss anything. Bro, if I'm the enemy, I'm freaking stealing their children. What do you want, the grail or your kid back? That's easy. Oh my goodness, bug guy, get on it. That's what, and Waver doesn't have kids. Oh my goodness, Waver wins again. Aw, that's sweet. Ooh. If one of us don't come back. That'd be a crazy conversation. Nah, he said he would. Oh no. Be real sad if he didn't make it back. What are you... Who's foot painting? With blood? Which one is this? Maybe Archie... Oh no, this is the new summoner. New summoner just dropped. This guy's insane. He's foot painting blood as the thing. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He can't count. Oh, he's a serial killer. Okay. You seem kind of goofy though, so I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, what do y'all think? Oh, that's just a head. He's like a dark ritualist, man. Oh no, the kid peed himself out of fear. Ryunosuke or whatever? No, I think that's good. I think that's good. Yeah, he's an infernalist. Okay. I like it. Oh, that's what I got you here for, kid. You trying to sell your soul? All right, you're my bargaining chip. This guy's crazy. Bro, put your other shoe back on. Oh, he got his summoner's tat. It worked. Who's he gonna summon? Is he actually gonna summon a demon? I mean, low-key that could work. I just don't know a myth. Yeah, myths. Myths can have demons in it. F it. Yeah, demon. Who is it gonna be? Oh, wait, is it that? The really freaky looking guy? Yeah, that voice is a freaky voice. It's over. Caster. I'm writing Caster down. That's easy to write. Alright, got it. That don't look like a demon, that just look like a crazy guy. Alright. Oh, okay. At least you're honest. Don't gotta pretend to be something you ain't. Do you know what the grail is? He's like, huh? Huh? He doesn't. This guy. Hey, check it out! This guy's like, are you stupid? I don't want to eat a kid. Ooh, the Necronomicon action. Oh, Cthulhu. Oh, wait, are you gonna eat the kid? What are you gonna do to the child? Oh, this is terrifying. Yeah, get out of it, get out of it, go move. Oh, it's over for the kid. I'm sorry, kid. GG. Aww. You're a nice, insane guy. Alright. At least the kid didn't get killed, his head in his own piss, you know? No, don't kill him when he's walking over. It'd be nice. This kid is locked in. Right when he has hope, don't do it to him. Oh. Just kill him fast, bro. That was way too long. Rip. Bro's min-maxing the terror. Yeah. Alright, you lunatic. See, these two have this... He said, I'm following you. You're my master. Let's kill some guys. Okay. We're best friends! These two are such a problem duo. Oh wait, hype? Dang, I don't know what a Bluebeard is. Alright. A Bluebeard. That is a goofy name. Hassan? Let's go with you. Tosaka's? That's where Rin is. You're gonna kidnap Rin. Go move. Yeah, actually great point. Oh, they have Archer? I didn't know that. Great Knight? Archer, Rider, Saber, question mark? I don't know. Which one? I don't know who Tokyomi is, I'm gonna be honest. That's okay. We're about to find out. Ooh! That's crazy. Okay. Oh, he's dodging it. Wow. That's the worst thing you can say when you're right before the goal. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. Wait, who's it gonna be, dude? Bonafide yapper. I don't know who it is, but it's a bonafide yapper. Oh, it's that guy. I don't know who. Ah! Wait, is Hassan? No, wait, Hassan, you gotta. There's no way you're actually dead. You just got here. Use a. Who are you? Bro does not have a bow. No. Wait, Hassan, stand back up. You can't just lose immediately. Wait, Hassan. Okay, new ED though. Wait, and by new I mean first ED though. This looks like the 3 Great Knight classes. What's the spear thing? Yeah, these are the classes. These are the classes right here. Berserker, caster, freaking the rest. All the artifacts. Oh wait, it's like their flashbacks. It's the guy. It's the Macedonia guy. This is the guy we just met. Okay, Egyptian. I need to look up Egyptian arrows guy. Or it didn't even look like on her. I mean, that's the god with the spears. That might be it. I don't freaking know. That guy, I recognize him, but I don't know who he is either. Oh, what's going on here? A witch. But like a dude, you know what I mean? This is Hassan, I think. Looks like the Hassan mask. Is that Saber? Oh, in the pool, in the lake, just like the myth, right? I'm actually, now that I know it's... I think that, wait, who was that? Wait, who's the myth with the lake? No, because this is just her wrecking shit, you know? I gotta look up the myths. I'm gonna have to research. I'm gonna go on a myth deep dive in between this and that next episode for sure, bro. Okay, that was a fun ED. I like getting a little look at the characters, or the summoned hero people, right? I think those land of winter trees. Okay. What did we get from this episode? Waver's my goat. I love Waver. Alright, that's pretty much the most important thing in this episode was all the Waver interaction. You know what? It's confirmed, it's lightly confirmed for me, something that I already believed, which is the right way to treat, like, it was something that, homie said, friggin' names, Emiya. It was something Emiya said, which this is Emiya right here, right? Kiritsugu. It's something he said last episode of, like, the summoned are just tools, you know? It's like, no, wrong mentality, bad mentality. That's what Waver's trying to do. He's trying to be like, I'm the master and you're my servant. Like, that's not gonna get someone on your side, bro. I think the best way to treat them is to is for them to want to do the same thing you want to do, right? Which is what I think is happening with Saber, or, you know, Pendragon. I'll just call her Saber. Which is what's happening with her. And not at all what's happening with Homeboy here, right? The King of Conquerors, or whatever. I'll have to... it was right there. Iskandar. Right? Where they are at odds with each other. And so the problem is, for Waver to get him to do what he wants, he's going to have to summon the writer Giga Chad. That's what I have in my notes. Iskandar. I'll write his name. But to get Iskandar to do what he wants, he's going to have to use the friggin' control things on his hand, or Iskandar is just going to have to feel like doing it. And that is, you only got 3 of them hoes in your hand. So, yeah, it's just a really bad spot to be. You know what I mean? And Waver's literally getting, like, he's literally like this fragile schoolboy, and the ultimate Giga Chad world conqueror shows up with his bulls. And is like, yeah, let's wreck some shit up, you know? My goodness. King Gorgeous? I recognize this name, but I don't know anything about it. You know, one thing, you know what I'm probably gonna do? I'm probably gonna read myths because I do want to research some of this because it's interesting and I do like these kinds of stories, you know. Especially like I need to remember the King Arthur stuff a bit better. Because I could have sworn the sword in the lake was a King Arthur thing, but I don't actually know here, right? Wasn't it like the siren? But I'll do those in between episodes because otherwise it'll just be me reading like Wikipedia articles for like 10 minutes. So I will withhold myself from doing that. Otherwise, Ella, you are cute Rigu's kid. Gotta put that in the notes. Not gonna lie. Ella. Child. Bet. Who is the guy that was supposed to be assassinated? Tokiomi. Let me check if he's in my... I don't think I have a Tokiomi in my note. Oh, no. The dad. Oh, yeah, it's the... Okay, no, that's literally the name of the summoner. The other summoner guy. Who... I don't know who he summoned yet. But... Okay, no, it's... Yeah, so he said, go kill the caster. Go kill the master of one of the other 7 masters, basically. So he immediately... They were friends, and he was like, immediately... I'll betray you. Kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. Okay. But he has summoned Archer, and his Archer seems very insane. I'm gonna put Egyptian question mark in the Archer thing here. I say on her. I'm gonna be honest. It's a complete Hail Mary because I thought that was a god. That's a god more than it is a hero. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's probably it. But I really don't know anything about Egyptian myths, right? So beyond me. I'll definitely have to. I'll wait until we get the name though, because I don't want to like spoil myself on them accidentally or anything. So I'll wait till we get the name dropped, then I'll look into it. Mass murderer dude. They really not afraid to kill kids in this. I was kind of thinking that off of episode 1 when we saw this kid tied up in his own piss. I was like, this is really pitiable and sad, right? Obviously, and I'm rooting for the kid to get out, but. Like, they've already shown me with the bug girl that they're not scared to do some crazy shit. Such as rip apart a kid off screen. You know what I mean? And bro's got, like, some Cthulhu type. Because he said Cthulhu in the names, and then we see, like, Narthalepalep tentacles, right? I don't know how to pronounce the Lovecraftian names. So... You know what I mean? Bluebeard. Who would you be? I have no idea. And you're like... I mean, you say the word Cthulhu. You did say Cthulhu, right? Let me see what was the name of the spell you cast? Let me see. Do you think demons exist, kiddo? I could have sworn you said Cthulhu. Let me just... Cthulhu Fafnin. Something like that. Out of a Human Skin book. Yeah, so that seems like very, like a more modern, compared to like, you know, King Arthur... The freaking, I don't know exactly the time period that the Hassan, you know, family of assassins comes from. But, like, at least, I was thinking that most of the heroes would be a lot more, like, ancient, right? And this guy, at least, Caster, seems to be a lot more modern. Like even look at, like, going off the ED here. We got, like, you know, wait, let me just cut a little forward. Right? Like, Macedonia, homie, freaking... We're gonna get there with the names. You gotta trust me. Iskandar, right? I mean, this is very much like ancient times. Golden chariot, right? Beautiful women. Sorry. And then like Egyptian. I think I'm guessing Egyptian just because they got... He looks Egyptian to me. Am I wrong for that? It might not even be Egyptian, bro. What is this? Something of that like area though would be my guess. Not sure exactly here, but then we're seeing castles in the background, right? So... You know, very much that's a time period. But then we jump here, which is, I think, like, a good couple hundred years later than anything we've seen. And this makes me think, like, Salem witch trial, right? Where it's like, I mean, but we are hanging people, but it's like the church, right? Yeah. I'm not sure. Well, I guess this could be more medieval. When were the Salem witch trials? I'm not super historical, man. This show about to get me a history license, man. I'm about to be a licensed historian by the end of this one. Oh my goodness, look at his gross little feet. Put those away. Yeah. So my main point with that was like, I wonder what how long ago would you have to be in order to be time period based, right? Or to be a hero, right? Like someone from 150 years ago be a hero, right? Well, who would even be an example of that? I mean, like, myths have really kind of gone out of style, I think, a lot more. Because I'd probably blame religion for that, like organized religion, because then it's like, what do you need the point of myth anymore? Like, you're kind of replacing the legend lore with a new legend lore of organized religion. So I think in modern times, perhaps there's not like myths to really call on in the same way, right? I mean, what would be a myth from the last few hundred years? I mean, I kind of throw out like a Lovecraft type. It'd be like great stories, but a great story is, I think, very distinct from a myth, because a myth was believed at the time. It was kind of, I think, a descriptor of what a myth is, as opposed to a story now, which, well, I mean, there's a question of what was a myth believed at the time. I think was a myth believed at the time? It depends on the myth, but it was like a fairy tale type shit. Yeah, I could see like a fairy tale fitting into this schema, and those weren't really believed at the time. They were more just like, lore. Then yeah. So the fun question to me that I'm kind of sporadically building to is, could something like a, I don't know, bro, freaking Narnia, or later, like Alice in Wonderland, like that's been dated a good amount, right? I think that's like early 20th century, if I have it right in my head. Maybe, yeah, like early 20th century, right? I think. And so it'd be like, that's like one of the earliest of kind of, I would say, like the modern literature, Would modern literature ever count as like a heroic myth, or is there something unique in like the myth idea that would make it not? And I would say yes, there is something distinct about it being a myth and not like a piece of literature, that gives it some separate power. But in what case, what is that, right? What makes a myth distinct? Is it purely like time period based storytelling that's usually word of mouth, right? Perhaps. Where it has like an ambiguous element. I mean, ambiguity is a part of the myths in what we've seen already with King Arthur, right? King Arthur was a queen. We didn't, and it was a young woman, right? So the rumors of the story were incorrect for what actually there was some truth of the story, and there was an ambiguous nature of it's King Arthur that threw off everybody that was expecting something else, right? And so in that way, I mean, there is the ambiguous nature of a myth is a plot point, right? And so it's kind of an important and cool question to consider of like, yeah, I mean, there was something that happened. Yeah, there was something that happened. I mean, they're all historical accounts. That'd probably be the difference. Okay, that's probably where I'd leave it. Because look, that's what freaking Iskandar said first. What happened to my kingdom, right? And he was like, check it out, right? So I think the key distinction is that the myths actually happened, and then they were made into myths by people telling the story, right? Whereas modern literature, none of those things happened. So it's like this realm of like nonfiction made fictitious, but and I would say made fictitious, though honestly, because there's like power systems and shit in the world, that's not even necessarily true that it's made fictitious. But I would assume it's like, I mean, though you would also say yes, that there's probably some level of fiction that like maybe grants power or something. I could see that being a case. And to expand on that, like imagine we have freaking Arthur Pendragon doing her thing, shout out her, and she lives her life and dies or whatever. But then if she's talked about enough, does that ascend her into being like a myth of status, right? That then grants her this mythological like metaphysical power. I would say yes. I mean, that'd probably be my assumption there, which is really interesting. So I think my guess for what makes a myth is that it starts in a historical account, right? All these things happen, right? And that's what we're seeing in the ED here. We're seeing the actual, this is such a sick shot with Saber here. We're seeing the actual historical moments, right, of these different heroes, these different myths, and so that they actually happened, but then they still also have that fabric of being a story that have rumors about it, right? Achilles, right? We all know about the account of Achilles. So yeah, that would distinguish it from literature, and also distinguish it from straight up just a dude that existed that was really cool that nobody talked about. Like that guy wouldn't be a myth. Part of a myth is being talked about. Super cool. I like that. That's where I'm at there. Yeah. gives us a unique power with King Arthur, because no one's going to know that it's King Arthur. So no one's going to be able to take advantage of any sort of like mythological, right? Like the freaking Lincoln Wilkes Booth example. No one's going to be able to take advantage of, you know, whatever was the end of King Arthur. Though, man, I think when we're going into myths, I mean, they're so variable in their stories, right? Where they will like very frequently contradict if you like dig into them. Like into like studying myths or whatever. And that's because it's a myriad of accounts. And so even if I went and looked up like what killed King Arthur, right? Or like, you know what I mean? Merlin, blah blah blah. If I look into all these things, I mean, I think there's some accounts that King Arthur and Merlin were the same person. I feel like I've even heard of that before, which is, you know, the myriad of ways that these legends have been told and whatnot offers a really interesting, like, even if I figure out that through like independent study that, you know, King Arthur died a specific way, perhaps King Arthur also died a different way, and that's what they're running within the show. So there is still a level of ambiguity, which I think is really interesting, with these characters that lets the show make them their own a bit, right? Where they can kind of mess around, you know, a little bit, and be inspired by all these different myths because they're so ambiguous. I love it. What else? Honestly, a pretty chill episode. We just kind of got to flesh out a few character dynamics. Had a few conversations. Got to meet our last summoner, which is nice. Homeboy didn't get fit in the first one, and then we got the Hassan got rolled and smoked. Bro's only job is to sneak in, and he got jumped. The guy was on the roof just aiming his spears, man. I think they're spears. They look like thrown spears. Whoa, that looked like an entire... This looks like a sword, though. This isn't a spear. This is a sword there. There's a sword hilt. And then that's a spear. So it's just throwing all sorts of weaponry. Oh, and there's a scythe in there. Or a sickle. A sickle, rather. Okay. It's straight up the Master of Arms. I throw every weapon at you. And, dude... You've already got hit through the mask across your face. Like... Surely you're gonna just get away because you're the... Like, there's no way you're this weak, right? There's no way you suck this much. You're kind of speaking as if you're actually getting rolled, but, like, come on, man. Can we, like, lock in? Your neck looks like it's snapped. Surely being an assassin-type class or whatever gives him an ability to, like, dodge this and get out and be fine. And it's like, oh, you thought you killed me? Where in reality, you killed my duplicate and it was a log. Like, you know what I mean? So, hopefully Homeboy will get out. What's going on? Let me look at the ED one more time, and then we'll probably wrap the episode there. So that was Ryder. We're good on him. This is the Archer. So I'm feeling good about you, my doggy. Lion, I pet you. Lion. I mean, I think Christian... What was it? David and Lion Den? Or freaking... Who was in the Lion Den in the freaking story? Lion Den story. Bible. Daniel. Though, this isn't Daniel, right? I would assume very much not, because I don't freaking know, actually. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Because I could see it as, like, a very crazy, like... No, there's no way. It'd be cool, though. I mean, imagine, right? That's, like, an incredible... Like, dude, this would be insane. They're not gonna do this. They would never dare. It would be so funny, though. It'd be so cool. It's like, I've summoned a caster. Jesus Christ, I choose you. You know what I mean? Like... I got the original cross of Jesus Christ that he was crucified on, and I summoned Jesus Christ. Like, that would be really crazy. I wonder. Like, would it get into, like, Christian... Like, what they call the Christian religion as myth? I think you totally could. That'd just be interesting. That would be really interesting. Because, like, what is religion if not myth that has taken a new form? People would call me sacrilegious for that. And you could definitely make statements against what I just said. But I think there is something to be said there, right? Yeah. Caster. Well, no. I was in the middle of doing something. Let me do what I was going to do real quick. Okay, so I need to make sure. This is Ryder. Ryder, check. Waiver, check. Shut up. Sign the waiver. Sign the waiver, dude. You gotta sign the waiver. Then we got Archer. He's with our fire mage. The dude, Tokiyomi. I think he's the fire one. Pretty sure. Then we got this guy, who I think is with Archibald. but I don't remember. We saw in the OP who this guy's with. And then we got this guy who's with the murderer, which I didn't... Oh, his name's long. I can grab his name. The murderer dude. Serial killer. He is kind of a fun character where he's like, I don't know anything about this. I just like murder. It's like, Then we got Hassan. So he's with the freaking Kiriri. Bluebeard. Tokiomi. Kirei. Oh, Barbarian, maybe. Oh, this could be Barbarian. Yeah, it's probably Barbarian. Or Berserker, rather. Yeah, Berserker. With Korea. Because I don't think we... Yeah, I wouldn't say... I think everyone else is accounted for. So that's probably Berserker. Oh, what happened with you, bro? What was the Lady of the Lake story? That was... Let me just check real quick because it's on my mind. Woman in Lake Sword story. That was King Arthur, was it not? The girl with the sword... Okay, I'm not getting anything what I want here. Frick. King Arthur... Sword Lake. Excalibur... Sword in the Stone. As a general rule, the sword Arthur gets from the Lady of the Lake is always identified as Excalibur, and the Sword in the Stone isn't. Okay. Well, they're talking about variations of the legend here on Reddit here. But yeah, Lady of the Lake is King Arthur. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So that's not King Arthur, because that's not Saber, because Saber's King Arthur. So we don't know who this is on this lake. This is just random lake. That's just the Berserker guy, whoever he is. Though he got summoned with a freaking lose your mind debuff because of base stats being low. So homeboy's not gonna be on a mental state. Bro's gonna have to use all 3 of his charges like immediately just to not get murdered by the Berserker guy. It's crazy. But yeah, not gonna lie, she run into that guy through with a spear. Wish it was me. Anything else? I'm gonna grab this guy's name, but other than that, that's all I really got for this episode, y'all. On to the next episode 3. This was a good episode. I'm excited, bro. A little more information on the myths. I got a little bit of homework I can do to you know, get a little bit of information on some of these characters. That's always fun to do. I'm kind of a hoe for it. But yeah, on to the next episode 3. Should be exciting. Of course. If you like the video, it really does help me out. Comment down below if you have anything to say, which hopefully you do. Or, of course, join the Discord and talk to me other Fate Zero fans there. It's in the description. But until then, till the next episode 3, that's Scar for tonight. I will be seeing you then.